we gonna be together, we gotta be honest.
You make me feel like a different man. You want a real job?
We are destined to live abundant lives.
I just wanna walk my own path.
And abandon your family.
Did you ask Victor to help you kill Dude?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love the Shy, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight, we're going to be talking about the Shy Season 6, Episode 11. This is my quick thoughts, early impressions. Down below, I want you guys to give me your quick thoughts, early impressions after watching this episode. And man, we had a lot of people moving in some different ways in episode 11. And shout out to your boy Jake. He the MVP of this episode. He kept it real no matter what. He kept it real, man. I mean, he clapped the first lady's cheeks. Like, really? Your boy Jake wasn't playing around. He did it, and he basically showed her no respect at all. She was begging this man to come back to church. You know what I'm saying? Talking about what I got to do to get you to come back to church and all that stuff. I mean, this lady is a freak for real. And Pastor Zeke, I mean, I guess he gonna find out eventually, man. I don't want nothing bad to happen to Jake, but at the end of the day, this whole thing is crazy. And you got to remember, Jake is like 18, so, I mean, I don't really blame him. I mean, she came over to his spot talking that mess, you know what I'm saying? You know, her name is Tatiana, but we already know what that means. Her name is really Tatiana, because soon as she got there, she didn't waste no time, y'all. She dropped straight to her knees, and man, it was on for your boy Jake, man. So he definitely the MVP, not just for clapping her cheeks, but he decided to tell Gemma the truth. And he just said it so easily to me. I mean, it was funny as hell. He just flat out told her, like, look, this lady came over and, you know, I clapped her, plain and simple. And Gemma, the look on her face, it was priceless. She could not believe that he did that. On top of that, the way that he told her. But he was just being honest, right? Because Gemma, she said we need to be honest in order for this relationship to work. So Jake was just being honest, you know what I'm saying? That's it. And Gemma, she wasn't really trying to tell the truth about Brittany. And Jake was like, look, I know something went down. Like, come on, stop playing. And then she finally told him the truth that she kissed Brittany. And Jake wasn't really tripping because he's like, look, I'm young. I mean, you can't expect me to be with you for the rest of my life. I mean, I'm going to mess around with other girls. And it's going to be what it's going to be. So your boy Jake is definitely the MVP for just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Tatiana because she definitely busted down up in this episode. And that pastor, when he finds out, he ain't gonna just be pissed off at Jake. He gonna be pissed off at her. Hell, he probably already know what time it is. He probably already know that's how she be getting down or whatever. I mean, they all probably freaks up in there, y'all. But we found out the 100% truth that Pastor Zeke is Kenya's pops. You know what I'm saying? They kind of hinted at it in part 1, and then we learned about the pastor coming into part 2, and it was confirmed in this episode. We know Miss Jackson was not happy about Papa going to that church, and she expressed her feelings. Well, we know Papa, he's going to do what he want to do. Regardless of Pastor Zeke, regardless of his moms, he going to do what he want to do. In my final predictions, I said that she was going to mention Pastor Stanley Jackson, and that's exactly what she did, talking about he'll probably be rolling over in his grave right now, knowing what Papa is doing, going to that church, hanging around that pastor who he does not like, or he didn't like, right? And we know Pastor Zeke, this dude, he about that money, you know what I'm saying? Passing the tray around twice. He trying to get paid. Well, he ain't trying, he is getting paid. And it seems like Papa, he wants to get paid as well. We also know messing around with this pastor is going to lead to some very negative consequences. You already know it is. Now, speaking of the pastor, we know Kenya, she kind of pissed me off in this episode. My quick thoughts, early impressions on Kenya. Kenya decided it was cool to go out and kick it with Zay. Like, really? So Zay is up in this church, swarming around, and he asks Kenya on a date. She in the car, kicking it with him and stuff, smoking, getting blazed. I'm like, man, I guess it's true what they say. A lot of these church girls, they really is freaks. Your girl Kenya, she said, you know what? I ain't who you think I am. You know what I'm saying? She seems like a nice girl for real. But Kenya, just like Miss Jackson said, she's fast for real. And she used to get down, right? It's the reason why she got a baby. It's just the truth. But man, I did not want to see Kenya with no damn Zay. And on top of that, she knows he works for Duda, but she still decided to kick it with him, y'all. And I guess once Zay told her he was cool with her having a baby, he didn't care. Kenya's like, all right, it is what it is. So yeah, Kenya, she definitely pissed me off, man. But hey, it is what it is. I know a lot of the fans was predicting that Jake was going to be messing around with Kenya based off, the episode that we saw Jake had that conversation with her. It did kind of seem like, they was, getting real close, but it seems like Kenya wants to kick it with Zay. Damn. I know Papa was pissed off when he saw that, when Kenya was talking to him up in that church. I'm looking like, really? Come on. Pastor Stanley Jackson, he be rolling over in his grave right now, talking about, I told you, son, that girl was fast. I told you to stay away from her. And he was right. He was damn sure right, y'all. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on this old Gemma and Brittany thing. Once again, in this episode, we see Gemma and Brittany getting real close. We know Gemma is pissed off because Jake told her the truth. So Gemma decides to take it out and, go and try to really hook up with Brittany. And Brittany's like, look, we need to focus on business because if we take it there, ain't no going back, right? And she's warning, Gemma, you ain't about this for real. You don't want this for real. It's going to be different messing around with a female. Trust me. Hell, messing around with me, it's going to be way different. And I don't know if you're ready for that. So this whole thing with Gemma and Brittany is heating up. And man, I don't know how it's going to end, y'all. I'm just hoping that Gemma does not slip up and get hurt. But from the looks of it, that just may be the case. Hell, Brittany, she better hope Duda does not find out that she's not doing what he told her to do. She's supposed to be watching Bakari, but every time we see her, she's kicking it with Gemma up in that studio. So y'all know that's going to backfire and it's going to be hell to pay. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on your boy Emmett. Emmett had me cracking up in this episode. The predictions about, him having a brother was true. Damien was just trying to be cool with his brother. Darnell, he didn't give a damn, y'all. He said, you know what? I'm going to bring one of my kids around, one of my 50 kids that he got. And, Emmett wasn't feeling it. He was like, really? So you going to bring him out of nowhere? But the dude seemed kind of cool or whatever. Jada had to talk to Emmett and tell him to give his brother a chance. We're going to see them get close this season. I'm just hoping nothing bad happens, man, because in this episode, I felt like we were seeing a lot of foreshadowing with Darnell. And, I'm hoping he does not get hurt. But it really does feel like something bad is going to happen. In part 1, we felt that same type of energy when it came to Pastor Stanley Jackson. And in part 2, it's definitely feeling like that energy has carried over to your boy Darnell. And I'm just hoping that Darnell can make it out of this season alive. And my quick thoughts, early impressions on your boy Bakari. We know he took Professor Gardner's advice and he wrote some, things down in his handy dandy notebook. His deepest, darkest secrets, right? The sad thing is I got a feeling somebody go open up that book and read his thoughts. And somebody gonna be very, very pissed off. Maybe Miss Jackson is gonna open up that book. And if she does, we already know she will be very pissed off at Bakari, in my opinion. We already saw like some small tension between the two in this episode. So don't be surprised if this blows up and these two have, some conflict down the line. And I'm just hoping that Bakari can continue to stay in that house and everything goes well. But we know something is going to happen. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on your boy Rashad. He took the job. We already knew what time it was. We knew he was going to take that job, from Alicia. I mean, he had on a new leather jacket, well, somebody else's leather jacket that he got on now. He's feeling like the man. He's feeling like he's a new person, right? And this is very, very dangerous. Alicia, she's very dangerous, right? I'm just hoping that Rashad does not get hurt, but I got that funny feeling something is going to happen within this whole storyline. And man, your boy Rashad, he's going to be in a lot of mess. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on Leon, aka Alonzo, aka Rob's dad. So once again, the predictions are true because we're knocking it out the park with these predictions, man. Rob's dad was Alonzo. He came around. Of course, he's around because of Victor, the whole case. And he learned that, his son got shot, but it seems like he's more focused on the case than actually spending time with his son. And y'all know Rob was kind of upset once he mentioned Victor, helping try to take out Duda. He wasn't really liking that. But Alonzo was here to stay. We want to continue to see, this storyline build up. But it was just crazy, to see him come. And of course, his ties with Alicia was true. That he was, clapping those cheeks back in the day. And he's the father, y'all. He is the father. But overall, man, this was a very good episode. Not a lot of action, but it was a lot of crazy storylines. A lot of people doing things out of character. And we learned a lot of new things as far as, Emmett's brother, Alonzo being Rob's dad, Kenya messing around with Zay, your boy Jake clapping the first lady's cheeks. That was crazy, man. I'm still tripping off about that. But your boy Jake, you already know that thing right there. It's going to lead to some crazy consequences, man. And I'm hoping he does not get himself hurt when it's all said and done. But we know Reg, his brother, he be turning over in his grave right now. He be happy as hell. He be proud of his brother for clapping those cheeks. Y'all know he would. But I will catch y'all later on in the day for the full recap with more detail. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.